What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And the topic of this conversation today is, should Rockingham get a cup date? Let me be real with y'all. I think that eventually it should. Now, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ain't no way I feel like Rockingham should get a cut date. That doesn't make any sense to me. Not right now. Not right now. In the future, most definitely. Because, look, bruh, the next gen car is not really performing. It actually has gotten worse in performance lately on shorter type tracks. You know what I'm saying? Mile and a halves, they're doing solid on, right? Mile and a halves, the next gen is actually making good races with that. But man, bro, everywhere else, it seems like that it's just an issue. And I mean that. Like, there's an issue at short tracks. Not the plate tracks seem to be kind of wonky as well, even though the plate tracks can be up and down. But man, the plate track seems to kind of be very inconsistent in giving us good products, you know, except for Atlanta. Atlanta goes hard. And the Coke 0400. The Coke 0400 seems to be the best. I don't know how to explain it. The Coke 0400s have been lit the last few years with the next gen. I don't know what it is, but it's that though. It's much better than the 500 at the moment. Maybe it's a shorter distance. Is that what it is? I don't know. But even the road courses kind of have their issues here and there. Carter was actually decent, but yeah, it's like the next gen, they're kind of not really hitting off in all cylinders and all these other tracks that I feel like that they should be able to perform at. But they're not. You know, those cars aren't really doing that. I kind of feel like that we need to give it time before we eventually take Rockingham to Cup or Cup to Rockingham. Like, I think we need to hold our horses right quick, because the Xfinity car is actually fire, right? The Xfinity car actually puts on good performances, and I enjoy those races. Trucks actually have a good package as well. They've always had good packages for races. It's just that the drivers can really kind of, you know, not tear each other up. You know, that was a big criticism with the truck series for a while, was the drivers down there and not tearing each other up. You know what I'm saying? But the trucks, they race fine in most places. I mean, the racing isn't really a problem for me down there. Same thing with Xfinity. All NASCAR has to do is fix their Cup program. That's all they have to do. They need to fix their Cup cars, because the next gen, bro, had a lot of hype. It had a lot of hype back in 2020 and 2021. So for this hype to just die like this, might as well just bring the Gen 6 back at this point. Damn. Because let's talk about the Gen 6 just for right quick, right? The Gen 6 actually had solid short track racing, right? They had banger Martinsville races in the past. Even banger Bristol races. You feel me? They kind of started off kind of sluggish at Bristol. Like 2013, 14 Bristol races, I don't think were the best. I don't know when did Gen 6 kind of pick it up at Bristol, but they picked it up, and I think they had some pretty good racing there. That 2021 night race at Bristol was absolutely incredible. That was an incredible night race. And we have yet to see that same magic from that race captured with the next gen. I think that was my favorite Bristol race that I've seen in so long. Incredible. But yeah. They also had a great plate package too, later on. And solid road courses. It seemed like that the next gen and the Gen 6 kind of switched spots on quality of racing at certain tracks. Cause man, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, the next gen needs more tweaks. The next gen needs more tweaks before they can even think about going to Rockingham at the moment. They already go to North Wilkesboro, right? You feel me? Another old track that came back, old kind of shorter track that came back, and that shit is ass. I'm gonna give it a buck. North Wilkesboro is a solid track in itself, but the next gen car can't perform for shit at that track. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It really can. The track races are all right there. You feel me? Not bad at all. But those next gen, oh my gosh. Yeah, the next gen needs to be tweaked a lot more before they can even think about going to Rockingham or any other short track right now. I'm going to keep it a buck. Bowman Gray was actually pretty solid. I don't know why, but Bowman Gray was actually pretty good early this year. So, that was that. Martinsville, like, we got to look at tracks like that, because Martinsville, is a short track, and bro, that race wasn't that good this year, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Phoenix is Phoenix similar to Rockingham? I feel like he kind of is a bit. Phoenix is not good with the next gen. I'm keeping it a buck, not really. But what car really is that good with Phoenix like that? Maybe the Xfinity car is pretty decent, but man, the next gen. Since we're on that topic, man, yeah, they got their problems. So, yeah, that was the end of the video. Rockingham, the Cup car should go to Rockingham in the future, not right now. If NASCAR can fix the next-gen car on shorter type of ovals, then, yeah, we're going to be talking about a Rockingham day, and I will be all for it. But until then, I just don't see it working there at the moment. I just don't see it. And plus, the two grooves, you know what I'm saying, is the racing groove at Rockingham right now with the repaved surface, you know, is very thin. And the next gen apparently is so bad at passing and stuff like that. We're in for a treat that's not that good. We don't really see that many repaved tracks get that much, get that racy. You feel me? Martinsville, for example, right? You feel me? I mean, Talladega and Daytona, those two are like the only two repaved tracks that were really racy. But, bro, they're fucking super speedways. I'm not counting them. Like 2006, 7 with the repaved Talladega, they were passing, right? Because it's a plate track. 2011, although it was two-car tandem, hella passing. You feel me? And that was all on the drivers, not the track. Because 2012, there was more passing in as well. So, yeah, let me see. What's another track? What's another repaved track that struggled? Texas. Another one. So, yeah, y'all get what I'm trying to say. But, yeah, like I said, I think I said this before, right? For a repaved track, Rockingham did incredible with the trucks in Xfinity Series. Xfinity could clean it up a lot more, right? Have less cautions. But other than that, I think that, you know, Xfinity and trucks put on some very solid shows at Rockingham. Let's go back and see what's up. I was actually planning on going to Rockingham this year, and I should have went. But, you know, stuff came up. Y'all know how that go. So, yeah, the Cup Series, not yet. Not yet. And, yeah.